Now, okay. All right. So I did it again. Is there a song that's something like that? Whoops, I did it again, or I don't know. Anyway, don't tell my wife. You know the story. You know the drill. Uh, if you tell my wife I can't do these anymore, I'll have to quit because I'll be paying alimony and child support, and our kids are all grown, but I'd still be paying child support. So don't tell my wife, and that's a threat, by the way. You better not. I'd seriously be in troubles. And if you happen to talk to her, don't even tell her what these things cost. She hasn't asked. I just don't want to lie to her. So don't make me. Oh, we made better. And I think they are. So what did we get? I think that might give you an idea. It's a button. So let's just shove all this in here. I guess the WE knives are set up to where you can just shove two knives in here together, which is not, you know what? That's an idea. I think that's what we're going to just put all that in there, and that we'll reserve that option. So what do we have? We have the styro. And Tyro, I'm sorry. WE 24001-3 Tyro bronze titanium handle black stonewash CPM 20 CV blade. And so I saw this one and I was like, okay, you know what? I want to get one because I want to get another one of them super locks. And I like this Schnicks guy because he's pretty good. I'm really looking for the what is that? It's I keep wanting to call it the Bucket FG. It's not the Bucket FG. It's the new one coming out by Civivi next month. I definitely want to get that one. So you got a super heavy blade stop. Of course, you got that is captive on this one versus the on the Vision R, which is what I'm currently carrying. It is it'll come out. Now, thankfully, they got an idea that, hey, we shouldn't put the paper clip on the back. We should put the paper clip on the side, and you can swap it to either side. And some people say you can even probably put it on the top and carry it tip down. I don't like that. I like to carry tip up. And of course, detent is not super heavy. Um, I really like this because there's a highlight. It seems like on every one of these, you've got the color of the scale, which is titanium, and then you got the milling of all the parts, and then it is chamfered on the inside of the cutout, and that is a different color. I'm not really sure how they do that, but I could imagine that that is probably the natural finish of the titanium. Then they would stonewash it and then come back through a second milling process and touch up those insides. And that would bring out the shine from the original anodizing. Uh, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how they would protect that inside if they stonewashed it and then that's still to be shiny. I don't know how they would do that, but still, regardless, it's nice. I love the symmetry. I love symmetry. I really do, and I think that's why I like this Snacks guy because or gal. I don't know whoever you are. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your symmetry. Uh, I like the way it's that is, and but the clips always got to be on the side. The back thing on the Vision R is not making me happy. But I think I'm going to follow this with another video, and we'll talk about that in a little minute, because I think I said I was going to do that anyway. So this is super cool. You see the logo right there, the WE logo, snakes on the side, and of course it's the super lock. There's some little, there's a little bit of jimping on that super lock, and it's pretty aggressive. You can get a good grip on it. You can catch that for sure. I'll be carrying this tomorrow just to see how it feels. You've got a small lanyard loop, which won't get used by me. The pocket clip, which I assume is titanium, is a medium. Surprising, but it's a medium. And looks like all the hardware is titanium. And so what this is for here is this right here is a filler screw. So if you wanted to take this off, you would take this and put it in here in place of it. Now this is of course the wrong filler screw for this particular knife, because that's like a blue anodizing for the, I think they have a blue knife, so that wouldn't match if I wanted to do that with this knife. So that's a definite negative. That you got the wrong, and maybe it's supposed to come with that, the blue being even on all the knives. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong on that, or tell me if I'm right. But I don't care. I mean, I'm just gonna keep a pocket clip. So anyway, let's see if we can shake it open, and we can. So yeah, it's kind of down and flick to the side. And so I like that blade. I do. I love that blade. Brand new, unused. There's nothing. That blade hasn't cut anything. Matter of fact, I cannot even see the edge. And I don't know if you know it or not, but whenever if you take and shine a light straight down on a blade edge and you kind of rotate it back and forth, you'll see flat spots. Even if it's razor sharp and cutting hair, you can still see some flat spots. And I don't see any. So this is super sharp, and I don't never find them with so I don't expect, I mean with Civivi, so I don't expect to find a burr with and of course I don't. And that is just razor blade feeling sharp. Razor blade. Of course, you know, the lock, get it timed just right. So the timing's pretty easy to catch. It wouldn't take long from carrying this knife on a regular basis to have the timing worked out really good. Zero play as would be expected. Bearings look beautiful. You got the CPM 20V CV on the blades, snakes, and the WE logo, and that's really all you've got on the blade. And then on the knife itself, you really have no logo whatsoever. I like some of them that have the WE logo on the pivot pin. That's kind of cool, but I don't have a knife that has that. And probably won't, because I won't buy a knife just to get one that has that. That's probably even the super higher end knives. But so, man, these mats, I might have to staple them down or something. So let's do, not easy. It can be spidey flicked. Not easily like that, because you can. So with a little practice, you get really good at it. I can spidey flick it, but it's not super easy. You have to really get inside there and catch that edge to flick it out. And then for the thumb, if it's like, yeah, it's not, let's see, it's not going to work this way, but let me try it. Yeah, see. So you got to get in there and go out. You're going to kind of get in, go out, and rotate as you're releasing. and I'm not good at it. So there you go. And that's what I have to do with the WE Vision R. If I'm going to thumb flick it, I've got to get in that little thumb groove and kind of sideways and throw it out, and I can open it just fine. Uh, but I'm not good at getting it every time. I got to put a little wrist in with it too. And it works perfect to kind of just ease that thing open. Uh, Pretty sure, yeah, you can open that knife completely silent, absolutely silent. Uh, but it's pretty easy to reverse flick when you practice a little bit. The blade's got a decent length to it, absolutely. Let's see, it is just a hair under 3 inches. So it meets a lot of requirements to a lot of different places. Uh, Again, a flat grind. You know, I love that. Drop point. I like a drop point. This has got a good straight edge on it. So I think I do like that in a knife. I like the teardrop shapes of the Praxis, but I also like straight edges. And I think that works very well with this smaller knife. You got a nice little belly right there at the tip. Uh, it is for sure enough a short jugger. You got a lot of strength in that tip, so you got a lot of penetration. You go jugging car doors with that sucker, I believe. I like the knife. I seriously, seriously like this knife. I do. The super locks, I love it. Even a liner lock is fine. I like that too. But I prefer the super locks, the crossbar locks, and the button locks is what I'm really into right now. And so the Buster FG from Civivi is a super lock knife, and that's why I'm looking for it. As soon as it comes out, I really look forward to catching it. This blade's got enough heft to it that that's what makes it easy to catch the timing. Uh, you'll get some bounce if you don't get it right, but so it takes a little bit of practice. I can catch it open better than I can closing it, but you may end up with it stalled a little bit from time to time, and you'll get a little bit of blade bounce if you're not timing it just right. But for the most part, once you've done it a few times, you can catch the timing pretty good. And to be honest, that spring tension is not harsh. It really isn't. And so I got the same stop here that they have on the Civivi Vision FG to keep this from coming out. Uh, the R doesn't have it. You can take it off of the FG, and this right here will pop out. And I imagine you could take it off here without that big a deal because you have enough spacing here and enough hardware. But I don't have a problem with it. I like it to be captive. So the knife is cool. I like it. It's not heavy. I mean, I guess because it's titanium, if it was really steel, then it would be pretty heavy. And it's like a short, pudgy Klingon. I mean, sucker's just built stout. And so, I think that's a pretty cool knife. I think it's going to be very much appreciated by myself. So there's no finger jimping on the back of the blade or the frame, which is fine. It doesn't have to have it. And there's no finger choil, but there's a sharpening choil. You don't have to worry about that. Um, and there's just not much else to say about the knife other than it is awesome. Looks good, feels good. In the hand, it's got enough size to it that it's actually hitting right about in here. But that pocket clip is not in the way. I don't feel it, even though it comes to an end and an end here. It's I guess enough rounding on the corners and everything that it's not really getting into anything. So I've got a full fisted grip right here, and in my hands it's landing right here. Now to come back here, it's not going to be back here. It's going to hit here in the pads, kind of like other smaller knives do. But at the same time, I'm not feeling that clip. It's not an issue. Now maybe after so much cutting, and everything, it would start to wear calluses. But calluses on top of calluses ain't that big a deal. So the clip is fine. No issues. This would be a left pocket knife for me, so I would end up reversing this clip to this side. Uh, in fact, I don't know if that is. Nope, it is not. So what we're going to do is go ahead and reverse it, because this is going to be. And so that pocket clip, you can see, is keyed. So it won't, that's what keeps it from turning. And it's keyed on this side as well. So let's get this in here and put this back down right here. Make sure we're good to go. All right. Simple as that. And it is now reversed, and exactly how I'm going to carry it. Because like I said, smaller knives I tend to put in my left pocket because I'm right-sided and right-handed, and I'm less effective with the left hand. So that's going to be more of a utilitarian style knife, and the right hand is my bigger knife that I'll tend to put in that pocket. And so left hand operation. I'm really no better. So, and I can spidey flick it. And let's see about the thumb flick, which this is just so awkward. I can't hold the knife and put it in my hand, and it's a ordeal that ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be thumb flicked, uh, and I had to practice that with my left hand. But most likely, the main way this knife will get opened is going to be with that super lock. And in all honesty, it's easy to operate with either hand. It's not a issue. And so anyway, that is another awesome knife, and I've got more coming. So eventually we're going to get to the end of these, and we're probably going to start hitting on some archery stuff and kind of jumping around between knives, archery, and um, electronics and soldering and the drones, because I'm going to do a drone build. So anyway, appreciate you still being here. I appreciate you sticking around. I appreciate you, period. If you like this kind of content, I would ask that you would like and subscribe. I would ask that you would, most importantly, comment below so we can talk about this stuff and we can all learn together. So, again, I thank you. I appreciate you. And I am glad that you chose to spend some time here with me. So, thank you. And I will see you on the next one. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.